I know it's a longer story, but just, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever you can share.
It's kind of bigger than boxing, I guess you could say, because of like the history and like everything that like went on. It's hard to even speak on it just because of the fact that we gotta fight. So at the end of the day,
you feel that's gonna happen?
Yeah, I know it's gonna happen. I mean, I'm the best, he the best. So you got two guys that's the best, how can you not fight? Only way you could not fight if one of them guys ain't like that and somebody go off to lose or somebody take a L.
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only winning basketball and football.
Shakur Stevenson took a bold shot at Gervonta Davis, claiming the champ is dodging him. Stevenson confidently said Davis would never fight him, accusing him of avoiding the challenge because he fears facing Stevenson's skills. Despite all the talk, Stevenson doesn't believe Davis will step into the ring with him. Plus, with Davis planning to retire next year, a fight between them seems more unlikely than ever.
Question before I go. Why not fight Tank at 135?
Tank ain't gonna fight him, man. He not gonna fight him.
You gotta realize that Tank, he on that other side where he gonna, you know, act
take
like
on the cupcakes. Alex, say it.
Man, I'm quite sure Tank can fight you.
So you saying he don't want to put that record up?
Look,
Shady. Hey, Shady. I know Tank.
Man.
I know Tank, Shady.
I know Tank too.
Let him talk. Go ahead.
Hey, I know Tank too, and I know for a fact at the end of the day, like, he is not jumping into no fight with me. Like, that's a whole different type of atmosphere. That's not like fighting or saying.
So basically, you telling me Tank's scared?
I ain't gonna say the man's scared. I'm just saying.
Gervonta Davis has announced he'll retire in 2025, bringing his impressive boxing career to a close. Before that, he's set to defend his title against Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st. Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson will step back into the ring on February 22nd to face Floyd Schofield on the undercard of the Artur Beterbiev vs. Dmitry Bivol rematch. Despite doubts about a potential showdown between them, Davis and Stevenson continue trading shots, showing no hesitation in throwing shade at each other.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
At a recent press conference, Gervonta Davis was asked about claims that he might be afraid of Shakur Stevenson. Davis fired back saying, "Afraid of what? Afraid of what?" He argued that most fighters fear opponents with knockout power, something Stevenson doesn't have. Davis also criticized Stevenson's defensive style, making it clear he doesn't view it as a serious threat.
What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn looking way more better than this. So I keep screaming this name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who might be
saying his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Tank Davis, known for his explosive power and incredible talent, opened up about a personal struggle. He said, "I want therapy, but if I do therapy, then I'll lose the fire I have inside me." This reveals the tough balance he faces between seeking healing and keeping the drive that powers his boxing success. Davis also hinted at doubts about his future in the sport, saying he doesn't see himself fighting again. A statement that has shaken the boxing community.
Yo, I tip my cap to Tank Davis. Listen to what he's about to say when asked about his comments earlier, why he wants to retire after 2025. I salute you, Tank, man. This is the realest thing I've heard from a boxer in a long time. Let me know your thoughts, guys.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry. You know what I mean? Because I have two girls, two daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
Shakur Stevenson weighed in on a potential fight with Tank Davis, highlighting their contrast contrasting styles. He said, Tank and I have different abilities. Tank has a God-given ability to knock you out, and I have a God-given ability to see punches coming and dodge them. Stevenson's confidence in his ability to read and evade punches contrasts sharply with Tank's reliance on raw power, creating an intriguing stylistic clash that fans are eager to debate.
Tank is the face of boxing, and he get a lot of knockouts that people kind of making it like, if you ain't doing what Tank doing, then they gonna say it's boring. Do you feel like it's because of how his style is that they kind of putting that on you, like wanting you to do that?
People is blessed with different ability. He's blessed with a God-given ability that he crack you 9 times out of 10, you gonna go down. That's his ability. I'm blessed with God-given eyes. A lot of people don't understand how good my eyes is. I can see really good. Like punches coming my way, I know how to get away from them.
Right.
At any given time. Our abilities are just different, so they probably are judging me from a scale of him, but at the end of the day, he's a great fighter. He's a special fighter, but I'm special in my own right.
Though the fight isn't officially on the table, Shakur Stevenson has made it clear he's ready to face Tank Davis. He expressed his eagerness, saying, "I'd be down for a fight with Tank." This shows Shakur's confidence and ambition, sparking even more speculation and excitement among boxing fans who hope to see this dream matchup happen one day.
Has there been any talks with Tank's team?
They reached out, but we told them to come back with an offer. And as far as that, we ain't heard nothing since then. Me and him fighting each other, we'll seal the deal on the kings of that division, the kings of this era, the kings of everything. So, like I've been saying it for years. The moment is gonna come, and when it happens, I'll be ready.
Why does Shakur Stevenson beat Gervonta Davis?
Because that I'm a better, I master the art of hitting and not getting hit, and he will be the person that will have to change up his style. He can't go out there and box and lose rounds. He will have to change up his style and just become full blast aggressor to try to have a chance in winning the fight.
Floyd Mayweather added fuel to the rivalry by openly criticizing Shakur Stevenson, questioning his credentials, and calling him a kid. Mayweather remarked, "Who has Shakur even fought that could make him a top-level fighter?" His dismissive tone suggests that, in Floyd's view, Shakur hasn't proven himself to be on Tank Davis's level. This critique stands in stark contrast to Shakur's bold claim that Tank is afraid to fight him, intensifying the narrative of rivalry and mutual skepticism.
If you look at the top of the damn tweet, they say, "Who has Shakur fought that made him an A-level star? Who did he beat? I will wait." Basically, they saying everybody, they be nut hugging with Shakur, but why? What has Shakur done to make people say, damn, that's an A-level type fighter? Says 10 knockouts and brittle hands. Kid is going to be whipping your... Shakur, you know you're not like that. You entered the pro team to the 2nd place Olympic champion. Damn. When did you fight anyone elite? Did you win gold like Oscar? Damn. Top Rank did good marketing you like you're the guy. Then they realized you weren't worth the investment. Well, damn. Shakur is all hype. His last fight, Arden, was 12-1. We are 18-0. Stop capping, Shakur. You already know. And the new. Are you going to fake injury, Shakur? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the quote from Floyd's dad. I remember watching a video where Floyd's dad was popping that shit. And I do mean hot, because Floyd's dad, he kind of talked zesty. But it is what it is. A man can't control his voice. But yeah, bro, what do y'all think about this? Personally, I think that they're trying to be competitive. When you're competing with somebody, you're not supposed to kiss somebody's ass. You're supposed to degrade them in your mind. That way you could beat him in a fight. And I mean, you're not supposed to be like, oh, Shakur, he's the best. He did this, he did that. I don't know how we're gonna win this. Nah, you gotta talk about him like he ain't shit. That way you can go out there and you can treat him like he ain't shit.
Tank's coach, Calvin Ford, shared insights into their relationship, emphasizing Tank's independence and personal growth. Tank is his own man, Ford said. "One thing about me, I let him be his own man, but at the same time, when he needs me, I'm there for him. It's bigger than the money." This highlights the trust and respect between them, while suggesting that Tank's career decisions are deeply personal and not solely driven by financial motivation.
How do you avoid stuff like that with Tank? Because I always feel like when money comes in, sometimes things change.
Man, Tank is a different situation. You know, Tank is his own man, and one thing about me, I let him be his own man.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, when he need me, I'm there for him. Right. It's bigger than the money. I don't let the money get, because I tell him in a minute, I can walk away from this shit. My shit's still gonna be all right. I built shit.
Right.
Ain't nobody what boxing to me. And people know that. You know what I'm saying? I do it because of love of, how would I sit there say, the passion that I have for seeing a young kid come to me. I got a lot of them coming behind me.
Right,
And
you
Tank
do.
know it.
We gonna get to them. We got Trunk, we got a couple of them.
And I don't get into that, but Tank is that guy because the relationship my son and him had. And my son said something to me, stay in this boy's life. And I don't know what my son said to him because he stayed on my hip. Now I'm on his hip.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And we have our good moments, we have our bad moments, but we love each other. True love. You know what I'm saying? He get on me because I'm trying to bring the best out of him. You know what I'm saying? And then when he sit back and look at me, he start laughing, right? And then when he do things, I said, that's a day. I can't get mad because that's shit I used to do.
Evan Espinoza, a prominent boxing executive, shed light on missed opportunities in Tank Davis's career, especially highly anticipated fights that never happened. He revealed that Tank was very close to fighting Vasily Lomachenko, but Lomachenko pulled out. Espinoza also touched on negotiations with Shakur Stevenson, noting that Shakur wanted a multi-fight deal rather than a one-off bout with Tank. These factors have delayed the dream fight, leaving fans frustrated and eager for answers.
This Tank fight, man. Obviously you think it's a very good fight with Lamont Roach, but just from the public, can you understand why the public is just like, bruh, fight somebody else, fight somebody quote unquote better, just from the public standpoint? Can you understand that?
Yeah, I certainly get it. You know, and people have a short memory. They tend to forget that, you know, he was very close to fighting Lomachenko, and then Lomachenko pulled out. And there were discussions with Shakur. Shakur wanted a multi-fight deal. He didn't want to do a one-fight deal to fight Tank. So, you know, that doesn't happen. Now, we can revisit Shakur in the future. But it wasn't like, you know, somebody just pulled out a dartboard and threw a dart at Lamont Roach's name. He explored two of the best names in the division, and then candidly, and with no disrespect to anybody in the 35-pound division, it's not a real deep division. You know, once you get past a few guys at the top.
The host of Showbiz The Adult weighed in on Tank Davis's motivations, rejecting the idea that wealth is his main drive. Tank has been rich for years, but that's not why he does it, he explained. The host also suggested that if Tank retires after 2025, he might struggle with dissatisfaction, hinting at a deeper passion fueling Tank's career, beyond just financial success.
Right? He doesn't have to fight for the rest of his life. He's been rich years ago. But that's not why they do it. You think that's why they do it, but that's not why they do it. And Gervonta Tank Davis, if he retires after 2025, he's going to be unsatisfied and depressed. But Gervonta Lomachenko retired and backed out. He couldn't get that fight with Shakur Stevenson, right? They don't want him to go to 140 because, hey, man, you had a hard fight at 140. That's what he needs.
This insight paints a complex picture of Tank Davis's career trajectory, suggesting that the emotional toll of leaving the sport without fulfilling certain aspirations, such as a fight with Shakur Stevenson, could weigh heavily on him.
So, in our previous video, a lot of y'all said that Shakur can outbox Tank. Now, look, I'm not taking nothing away from Shakur. I understand people say he can't be touched and things like that, but when you look at how he fights, he don't dip shit. He just backs up. He just literally like kind of just jumps out the way. Eventually, he's going to do what Frank did and back his ass corner. He's going to get his lights cut off like he didn't play the electric. And like I told y'all in my other video, bro, he's going to get it the worst because after every fight, he's taunting Tank like, hey, man, you got somebody right here that want to fight you, bro. We got real beef right here. Come on, you know, like, let's fight. He's literally asking for the ass whooping. That's why I said Tank is going to make an example out of him. Tank is going to make an example out of him, bro, because he keeps asking for it and going on, you know, social media, doing these interviews, throwing little shots and shit. Buddy, we all know why you want to fight. Tank's a face of boxing. You want the experience. Then once you get in the ring with him, it's like, bro, I fought the best of the best. Now I can whoop your to a random boxer. And you definitely can't have a chin because you don't get hit for real because you run. So I'm going to tell you right now, the fact that you don't have a chin, look, I'm going to tell you right now, you better tuck that motherfucker because you saw what happened to Frank. That's exactly where Tank hit Frank.
Shakur Stevenson expressed regret over the missed legacy of a fight with Tank Davis, saying it would ignite the rivalry among the top fighters in the division. He confidently stated, "I'm a better skilled boxer who can adjust to any style and come out victorious."
You know, the crop that everyone talks about, the American stars at the moment, do you think you two are the best?
I've been saying that for years, that it was gonna come down to 1 and 2, and me and him fighting each other. We'll seal the deal on the kings of that division, the kings of this era, the kings of everything. So, I've been saying it for years. The moment is gonna come, and when it happens, I'll be ready.
Why does Shakur Stevenson beat Gervonta Davis?
Because that I'm a better skilled boxer. I mastered the art of hitting and not getting hit. He will be the person that will have to change up his style. He can't go out there and box and lose rounds. He will have to change up his style and just become full-blast aggressor to try to have a chance in winning a fight, in my opinion. But he's a hell of a fighter. I don't take nothing away from him. A hell of a boxer. We are the best.
Would you say you're the most adaptable fighter in any weight class, pound for pound?
Yeah, I think that I'm the most adaptable fighter, just because I can go against any style and come out victorious on.
Tank Davis's fans have strong opinions about his career path, hoping he secures his legacy with important fights before retiring. Many want to see him dominate at 130 pounds and eventually move up to 140 pounds, believing that would solidify his place in boxing history.
If Gervonta Davis wants to become great in boxing, if he wants to be a Hall of Famer, this is what he has to do. I'm not exactly saying he has to do it. If he doesn't really care about the legacy, if he just cares about the money, then he can do whatever he wants, you know. He's his old man. But as a boxing fan, the best way for him to end his career is if he tries and succeeds at going undisputed at 135. He moves up to 140 pounds. And I do not want to hear Tank is too small. I do not want to hear, he's not comfortable at 140. He doesn't have to be 140 pounds. He can be 137 for all I care.
The possible fight between Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis has led to many debates among fans and experts. Some believe Tank's power and skill would make him the favorite, thinking he would easily beat Shakur in the ring.
Shakur Stevenson. Shakur might have better defense, but at the end of the day, I still think we haven't seen the best Tank Davis. That's what people always power. We still haven't seen the best Tank Davis. And Shakur, for the most part, he comes forward. Tank Davis, he takes his one shot. He's a very patient fighter. He doesn't throw a lot of shots, but every shot he throws, he makes them.
On the other hand, some people think the fight is too close to call, as both fighters have unique strengths and would challenge each other throughout the match.
Why do you think people say that Shakur Stevenson then is the next big thing in the sport?
For one, I really think the fans don't really see nobody beating Shakur. When people bring up him and Tank, when I see and I go read like little stuff about it, they really be debating. It don't be like, Tank is gonna destroy this guy and everybody is saying this. No, that shit real debates. Like, no, this Shakur, this, that. And then not only that, now you see Shakur moving up in weight, he's filling out, he's dropping this dude. He went crazy that last fight. That last fight was like kind of crazy. You go back and watch, that was crazy, you know, so now I think people is getting another insight on Shakur, like, nah, this kid, he been kicking that for a long time now. This kid probably really is the real deal. You feel what I'm saying? He getting his just due. At this point, I really think it's just about giving him that one example. That one real name. That one person that can go 100 miles per hour with him. From round 1 to round 12. A new generation, new champ.
During this debate, a host from the Inside Boxing podcast shared his thoughts, saying he's confident in Shakur Stevenson's skills. Shakur can beat Tank, the host said, highlighting Shakur's technical ability.
Watch, pay attention, and take notes on this. I'm gonna get the job done. I'm coming out on top regardless. Make sure y'all take notes on that. And when I got in the ring, like I knew, I'm like, okay. As the fight started going, I'm thinking, okay, let me figure him out. Once I figured it out, I'm like, oh yeah, we good. Yeah, we good. Nothing to worry about, we good. Go home, victory, we'll perform the next time.
That's what people don't understand. You look at a person that is undefeated, like a real winner. I ain't saying somebody with a padded record that fought a bunch of regular dudes. I'm saying a fighter who fight 2-3 times a year, maybe once a year at a certain point. Like, it's gonna be nice that you show up.
Yeah.
You do not feel like fighting tonight. You don't feel great. You don't feel amazing.
Yeah.
Can you still win even though everything isn't perfect?
Yeah.
Everybody, you look at any champion, you name me one champion in the history of boxing that went out there and looked amazing every fight and won. It don't happen.
Yeah.
So I respect it. I respect somebody that can win when they feel good and that can win when they don't. And you, again, as somebody, you kind of remind me of myself in terms of like you hard.
They praise Shakur Stevenson's flexible fighting style, believing it will help him have a successful career, whether or not he faces Tank Davis. With Tank's recent retirement announcement, the long-awaited fight between him and Shakur seems less likely. Will their rivalry ever be settled in the ring, or will it remain one of boxing's biggest what-ifs?
It's a mob mentality. I understand. That's how Twitter works in every aspect of Twitter, not just boxing Twitter. It's just a mob mentality. So right now, the cool thing to say is that Shakur is ass. Shakur is trash. He can't hang with any Haney. He can't hang with Tank. Yes, he can. Like, I need to see him versus Tank. I need to see that because he can beat them.
People,
he will. He can.
The thing about defense is it's so nuanced, and it takes such a trained eye. We've been in the sport for a very long time. We understand what Shakur is and how he is able to beat. That's why we can say that he can beat these guys. Dan, did you see what Lomachenko said? Is this true? I don't know if this is true.
Oh, that's a wrap for today's video. Keep an eye out for the next one and catch you then.